Wyke to 6 in the city, and we will be hearing very soon from Innovation from Jackson State Community
It's
College.
always a pleasure to have them on the show. Always look forward to hearing them sing.
Look forward
Esther
to
does a great job.
And, you know, Esther's doing well.
She is.
We got another guest coming to 6 in the city pretty soon, in about 5 weeks.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
5 weeks. That's all we got.
Is that right, Esther? About 5 weeks?
All right.
5 weeks, so we're going to be ready. We're bringing everything in for a landing here.
Hopefully it's a smooth landing.
Time's all right on Tuesday. We'll be on the show.
It'll be something new for the show, I must say.
Something new for the show.
That's right.
We're going to have Pandy on here. We can have new babies on the show.
Always looking for something new on the show there.
Christy Futrell with us and Quincy White are here, and they've got a special event coming up in Eastview, Tennessee. And right, is Eastview?
Yes, sir.
And I had to be reminded where I was. I've been going through there all my life.
Right.
South of Selmer, Tennessee, right there on 45, before you get to Mississippi, at the intersection of 45 and 57, is Eastview. Now, Quincy's here to explain why we're gonna be there and when.
We're going to be there April the 12th at 8:30 a.m. First, I want to say just what a pleasure it is to be on 6 in the city today. It's a great show. It's a great opportunity to inform the Madison County community about the great people that live here in the city. I want to focus on April the 12th at 8:30 a.m. That's when the race will begin. There will be a heart seminar prior to the race by 3 cardiovascular doctors.
Whoa.
We're going to have a couple of registered nurses to come in and talk about the importance of heart health. In addition to that, I have a heart attack survivor, someone who's actually experienced a heart attack, felt symptoms, and they're going to talk to the crowd and to the community about how they felt, you know, kind of what to look out for. If you feel a certain way, hey, you might ought to go get checked out.
And the name of this, the name of the race.
Right. The name of the race is Frederick D. Wyke, Tennessee State Champion Memorial Highway.
Okay.
And it's actually named after my brother who died at age 18 from cardiac arrhythmia. Yeah, I actually witnessed my brother die when I was 7 years old. He had just won a state championship for McNary Central High School in Brentwood in Nashville, Tennessee. And he died shortly after his graduation from cardiac arrest. I witnessed my parents do CPR. They could not revive him. As I've gotten older, it's something that's, I would say, kind of traumatized me in a positive way to be proactive, to be on alert, to try to help people, to be someone who can, you know, bring awareness to the #1 cause of death in the United States, which is heart disease.
To spread the word, because I'm sure.
When I get to Eastview, you're going to be doing the education material prior to the race.
Yes, sir. And that's going to start at 8:30, and it's going to last an hour. And then the race will start at 9:30.
All right, so is it going to be right there at the intersection there in Eastview?
Right. There's a community center right behind those 2 gas stations that are there.
It used to be Riser Steakhouse and all that stuff right there.
On the left.
That's on the left. This on the right.
But on the piece, Eastview Park is on your right-hand side. And there'll be a community center there. And it's loaded, plenty of room. There's plenty of space for the doctors to come in and to give their information.
How do we register for this?
It's on Races Online.
And that's Frederick D. Wyke. It's W-Y-K-E, right? W-Y-K-E, Tennessee State Championship. So if you go to Races online. Now, Chrissy, how does this tie in with what you're doing with the Heart Association?
Well, what Quincy's doing is he's taking up the fight. You know, he's saying, you know what, I'm not just going to sit back and watch this happen. I'm going to do something about it. And he's right. It's the #1 cause of death in the United States of America. It's the #1 cause of death for women as well. 1 in 3 people have not just a diagnosis, but they actually die from this disease. 45 women an hour, 1,100 of us an hour, are passing away from something that is, for the most part, preventable.
Preventable, yeah, in many ways.
Right, now, when you register and get information and then get out for the run, it's a 5K run.
Yes, sir. It's only 3 miles. That's about how long his stretch of highway is. My brother, the reason we actually named the highway after him, I went through actually our state representatives and the governor, Mr. Bill Haslam, who I'm very fond of, signed the bill to do that. But the reason we named that stretch of highway is because my brother did not have a track to practice on back in '87. So he had to practice up and down the highway to run, and he ended up winning the state championship. Another remarkable story about my brother.
It's the Frederick D. Wyke Tennessee State Championship Memorial Highway 5K run. It is coming up Saturday, April the 12th. It's going to be in Eastview. Racesonline.com.
It's $25 for adults, $10 for students and children.
Okay.
Right. And it's great if you would register as soon as you can to make sure we have some shirts for you.
All right, very good.
And,
Look forward to it. And
April 12th.
education starts at 8:30 and the run starts at 9.
Absolutely, the education part will be the most important part of it.
Now, will there be
race.
registration on site as well for the race?
As well. You can register that
Very
day.
good to see you. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much
Appreciate
for
you
being here.
with us.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Christy.
guys.
Thanks. Good to see you, Chris. We're going to go to the main stage now from Jackson State Community College.